Hello,
Hello, my friends.
and we're back once more.
Yeah, and today we are not drunk.
No, fortunately, I've had to listen to that podcast because I didn't remember we even did a podcast.
Nope, you didn't.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds very good because do you owe the work, you know?
That's even more mind-boggling how we were able to start up the episode.
Yeah, because I'm not the technical one. This is my friend here, and he was pretty drunk last time, yeah?
Yes.
So it's a wonder that we even start up a podcast. But everything good well, what I can see.
Yes, everything was
So far.
pretty good.
So far.
I must say, it was really good.
Yeah. But today we're gonna talk about Pinkie Apple Pie.
Indeed.
If you don't remember what Pinkie Apple Pie was for episode, we're gonna tell you that now.
It is the episode where, amongst...
We can say like this. And this pink pony thinks she's belong to the Apple family.
And
I say yes that.
There is a song in there
Yeah.
that I like. Really
Yeah, you like
very
this
much.
song very much. So you have singing on it every time since they come out.
And I made a Swedish
Yeah.
cover of it. Also.
Yeah, you did. And,
Swedish version.
And
With a little
we can
twist.
say like this. This is a song when we go to our friend in Väring.
Exactly.
I don't gonna play it today. I'm not gonna do that.
No, you're
Because
not.
my friend don't like it.
Nope, you're not gonna play that. Nope.
But I like it very much.
Yeah.
But another way. We start to read now what Pink Apple Pie episode is.
Pinkie Apple Pie is the 9th episode of season 4, the 74th episode overall. Its original air date was January 11th, 2014. So it's a little over a year ago. The storyboard was written by Emmett Hall first half and Tony Cliff the second half. So they split it up even then. Featured characters is Goldie Delicious, which is their relative,
Yes.
sort of. And Pinkie,
It's a cat lady.
yeah, she's kind of the pony equivalent of Crazy Cat Lady, but not crazy.
No. That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I just don't know what I said, but it doesn't matter.
Moving on. Let's see here. We already said this. In this episode, Pinkie Pie joins Applejack, Apple Bloom, Big Macintosh, and Granny Smith on a trip to find out whether or not she is Applejack's cousin.
Yeah.
And on April 1st, 2013, Megan McCarthy wrote as part of an April Fool's Day joke that the 7th episode of the 4th season would be titled Pinkie Apple Pie, and be part of a season mini-arc in which Pinkie Pie becomes the Princess of Pie. Okay, I didn't know that one. On July 20th, 2013, an animatic clip of this episode consisting of the song Apples to Record was shown at San Diego Comic-Con International. In the clip, Apple Bloom, Applejack, Big Macintosh, Granny Smith, and Pinkie Pie appear. For his work in this episode as both Big Mac and Goldie Delicious, Peter New was nominated for a UBCP/ACTRA award for Best Voice. Did he do Goldie Delicious as well?
Yes,
I did
he
not.
did.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
I did.
I did
Because
not
of
know
that, I want you to write.
Okay. Well, moving on to the summary. Go ahead.
The episode opens at the Golden Oak Library, where Twilight Sparkle is reading through some books. Pinkie Pie pops in from behind on book and on a shelf, and wonder what's she doing. Twilight explains she's doing some genealogical research and specific to Pinkie that genealogy is the study of one's family, his history. Interested, Pinkie picks up a scroll and looks through it, making shocking discovery about who she related to. Pinkie Pie knocks on Applejack's door, greeting her with, "Hey, cousin!" The two friends later bring the news to the attention of Apple Bloom, Big Macintosh, and Granny Smith, who are all equally as excited as Applejack about the development. However, when Applejack takes a closer look at the genealogy scroll, he notices a smudge where it says anti-Apple look. Cause of the Apple family is a remote cousin of the Pinkie Pie family.
The Pie family.
Yeah. Which Applejack and Pinkie Pie are related or not is still unclear. To find out for sure, Granny Smith should paying a visit to Golden Delicious, whose cabin in particular an Apple Family History Museum. Family road trip. Applejack, Apple Bloom, Big Macintosh, and Granny Smith.
The road trip is here. Big Macintosh prepares a wagon for the trip, packing all manner of things on it. With Pinkie Pie away doing her own packing, Applejack gathers her folks around her and asks them to show Pinkie only the positive side of their family. As Pinkie returns with a saddlebag, Applejack briefly pesters Big Macintosh when she asks if all the things he packed are necessary and whether the wagon's strong enough to hold it all.
Yep.
Upon setting out for the open road, Pinkie Pie and the apples sing a light song about family. As soon as the song ends, the wagon collapses. Applejack nearly gets upset with Big Mac about the wagon, but restrains herself with Pinkie nearby. When Apple Bloom and Granny Smith discuss their options, Pinkie Pie suggests turning the family road trip into a family river trip. Without a proper raft, which Applejack mentions is the only thing Big Mac didn't pack, the apples construct one from the wagon's remains and tree sap. Pinkie Pie also starts taking photographs for a scrapbook. With that, the ponies set off down the river.
Family Chansons. When Applejack sees the river splitting off in 3 different directions, he asks for the map. Apple Bloom Fisher east, but quickly loses it when it falls overboard and a fish snatch it and make off with it. And an eagle swoops down to grab said fish.
Who's got the map? I got the map. M to the A to the P. Something like that.
Yeah. Applejack and Big Mac become annoyed with Apple Bloom for losing the map, but they still force a smile for Pinkie Pie's sake. Then Granny Smith decides to take the ring the rough down what she believed to be the correct path past. Unfortunately, the path leads the rough and the ponies on it through the Garry's cave in Equestria. Best secrets on the film creature ever, Pinkie Pie.
This causes the Apple siblings to become annoyed with Granny's questionable directions. Applejack attempts to take over steering the raft, and she and Granny Smith get into a light argument. Apple Bloom and Big Mac get dragged into it, and their bickering causes them to lose the raft's steering wheel. As tensions rise among the apples, Pinkie Pie remains blissfully upbeat and oblivious, just as the raft goes careening over a steep waterfall. An apple to the core. With the raft destroyed, Pinkie Pie and the weary apples trek the rest of the way to Goldie the Delicious cabin on Hoof. A note on the cabin's front door states that Goldie is away doing errands. While they wait for Goldie to return, Pinkie goes off to get more scrapbook paper. Applejack, Apple Bloom, Big Mac, and Granny Smith exchange apologies for their behavior during the trip and understand if Pinkie doesn't want to consider herself part of the Apple family. Pinkie Pie returns and, having heard the apples talking, states that their closeness as a family helped them make amends. Knowing that, she wants to be an apple more than ever.
At the moment, Golden Delicious returns from her errands. Applejack inform her of their situation. Golden agrees to help solve the mystery. However, when she looks through the record of the Apple family tree, she found a mushy page. Pinkie is disappointed that the mystery of her genealogy remains unsolved, but Applejack assures her that after everything they've been through, she's Aunt Apple to the core. Apple Bloom, Big Mac, and Granny Smith are in complete agreement, and Pinkie Pie meet them for a group hug. Photo. Epilogue. With a new wagon consist of Golden Delicious, Pinkie Pie and Apple's return to Ponyville, singing the praise of their earlier song. Upon the ponies' return to Sweet Apple Acres, Applejack and Pinkie Pie are about to write about their lesson in the friendship journal. But Applejack gets into an argument with Apple Bloom, Big Macintosh, and Granny Smith, who should write it. As a honorary member of the family, Pinkie Pie happily joined in the argument.
Yeah, I remember that scene. She's just joining them and saying, argue, 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 argue. Something like that in the last scene of the episode.
Yeah, if you remember the song, so it is the song of Apple to the Core.
Yes.
And a very happy song. Glad you
catchy.
Do you want to go up and dance to the song? Is that done true?
Dance and sing. Maybe not dance, but sing. Sing and play.
Yeah, sing and play. Yeah, that's true.
Play a song.
Yeah.
For me, Applejack. No.
We can say for first time, really for her Apple Bloom sing.
Yeah, I don't remember right now in my head where Heartstrong as Horses. It's a later episode, right?
Heartstrong as Horses is later, yeah.
Yeah. No, isn't it Flight to the Finish? Yeah,
Maybe.
It is. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We already catch it. So it's Well, to be frankly, like you said, it's the first time we heard her sing a verse on her own.
Exactly. It was that.
Exactly.
And we're not quite there, but for the first time we heard Big Macintosh sing. Even there.
Yeah.
But he even sing in Philly Vanilli.
And there it's also the first time he sings a verse alone. While in...
but it's the official...
Yeah. It's...
That he sing. But in Apple to Core they don't say it easy, so sing.
But you can hear that. It's, he has the bass voice.
Yeah, you can hear that, but...
In the refrain.
Yeah. And anyway, I must say that I pretty new doesn't do the voice too Big Macintosh. He's good.
Yes.
Because he's even with My Little Pet Shop and doing voice there. Weasley, I think the green or thing in the My Little Pet Shop name is. I don't know really what.
I don't know.
The name is on the Weasley or something. I don't know really. But anyway, back to the epicore. Here is something they say under the episode. We call it quotes, but you can take it some reference.
Yes.
Pinkie Pie. Hi, cousin. Best ever.
I gotta say this. I don't remember exactly now what the Swedish word for noun is. Is it a... no.
Vad sa du? En sort noun?
Pronomen.
Yeah.
So it must be...
I think this pronomen.
I don't remember what that is. Never mind.
Det är me. Your turn.
Has any bonus in my traveling bonnet?
Apple. Isn't that on your head?
No!
It look as awful lot like.
Well, it ain't. And that's final.
Applejack.
Big Mac, are you sure we really need all that stuff?
Yep.
Are you sure you're strong enough to really pull all that stuff?
Yep.
Are you sure the wagon's strong enough to hold it all?
Yep.
Then let's get this show on the road.
Yep.
Pinkie Pie.
Yeah. So what are you saying is if I have the courage to jump, the portal will open?
Yep.
Woohoo! That's deep.
Yep.
You too.
Here's the song I said before. F Bloom. Who's got the map? I got the map. M to the A to the yeah. To the yeah, that's right. P. Ain't no other pony find a map like me. Oh, and there, she lost the map.
Yeah. Applejack.
Are you sure you know which way to go? Should I say okay?
No.
Does a Junebug like to hide in a tree? I don't know.
Hey, I wouldn't have been an overboard. It'd be making some Shannon overpack the YOLO boy.
Yeah. Hey!
Pinkie Pie. We're here, we made it to the golden delicious.
I gotta take this one as well, this is so funny. We're here! We made it to golden delicious. Delicious.
Agree.
Apple family arguing.
Arguing.
Pinkie Pie to the viewers.
Look at me. I'm part of the Apple family too. I'm arguing. I argue. Baker.
That's his action. Look at me. I'm part of the Apple family too. I'm arguing. Argue. Bicker. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Apple to the core.
Squirted some coffee over the table.
Yeah. But it was the episode Apple to the core.
No, Pinkie Apple Pie.
Yeah, Pinkie Apple Pie.
Yeah.
But the song is Apple to the core.
Exactly.
There was that, I mean. Sorry, my fault. Another way. If you don't know or you don't not remember, you can go to MLP. No.
What? Oh no. You mean the episodes to watch? MLP-episodes.tk.
Yeah, exactly. Go to the home site, and you will find every episode that they have released.
Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4.
I just said that.
No.
Yes, I did. Every episode they have released.
Yeah, and
it doesn't matter if they are Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, or Season 4. Even every episode they have released.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if there is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
But now Season 5 will come.
Yep. This spring.
Yeah, next spring.
Also,
They will say it now in spring.
I heard a funny thing on the radio here in Sweden this morning.
Yeah.
When I was working. They said something about the space program that are to send people to Mars.
Yep.
Somewhere in 2025, something like that. I don't remember. But they have announced that they have slimmed down the applicants to 100 persons who are going to the next stage of the process of choosing who are to travel.
They will say that people that can finish the old test they have.
The ultimate people who fits the best together as a team to accomplish the objectives.
Yeah, exactly.
To encounter on Mars.
Yeah.
But there was a listener that sent in a message to the radio host.
Yeah.
Which I found a little funny, actually.
What?
He said, "Why wait until 2025 when we can just wait a few weeks and we are in Mars, everybody?" He was referring to the month.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
It's just a few weeks away. Mars.
But they mean Mars in the space, not the month's Mars.
Yeah, it's a play on words.
Yeah,
I like those kind of jokes.
If you don't get it, so it's not the planet Mars. Beside the weekend Mars, or no?
The month.
The month of Mars.
Yeah.
So not the planet, he mean.
Yeah.
But
it was meant to be a joke.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I liked it.
Yeah, you like it. Any other way? Pinkie Apple Pie episode was very colorful. Very colorful.
Yeah.
Was a very nice color. In the song they even have 2 umbrellas. And they start to rain and all that. When they sing the Apple to the Core song, when Apple put her umbrella down and Apple her umbrella up, they're gonna be an apple skirt.
I don't remember.
Apple.
A eaten apple.
Yeah, an eaten apple.
I don't remember what it's called.
Neither I do, but I know if you can, what the name is, put it to us in.
Äpplen till skutten.
Yeah, no, man. If you can, the word, send it to us in via our Facebook page or Twitter. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube.
Send us an email.
Yeah, YouTube too.
Yeah, write a comment on YouTube. Down below.
Down below, yeah, exactly.
If you're on Spreaker, just write a comment down below.
Yeah, exactly. The other way, when they sing the song, Apple Bloom is very happy. She even, it will sound very difficult to say, but she ride a Big Mac. They sound wrong, I know that, but she's sitting on Big Macintosh back.
Yeah, while
and hold on her neck. When he's
isn't Pinkie Pie or some? It's either Applejack or Pinkie Pie who is in a pirate outfit, right?
Yeah, they're Pinkie Pie.
And
who else?
And Apple Bloom is on Big Macintosh back.
Yeah.
And then he gallops away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
I'm most asking you. Is that you have Applejack and Pinkie Pie, and you thought for 1 second that Applejack will have a pair of clothes on set.
But I think some of them were dressed as the captain, but I can't remember who.
Who is mostly random.
Pinkie Pie.
Yeah. So you think a little bit about that?
I don't think she was dressed as... I gotta see if I find some
She was dressed as a pirate.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I'm just gonna scroll through a couple of pictures here.
But you can't see them here. I promise you can't see that.
Wait a minute.
I know you can't.
Let's see here.
Oh, look, I found so I can see the text bigger.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Strange.
Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Wow. Okay, it is... I'm going to see if I find the picture here. something. Where is it now? Yeah, it's Pinkie Pie is dressed as a thief, and Applejack is dressed as a pirate, and Granny Smith is dressed as the captain.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. My bad.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. And indeed, Apple Bloom is. No, she's. I thought she was from Big Mac's back on that. She's behind Applejack with a spoon.
Well, I know.
I thought she was on the back there.
No, not that. Then when she finish her singing, when the song go out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember that now. But moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
What is your best thoughts? Or no, not best thoughts. What is your thoughts on the episode?
My thoughts all about the episode, yeah. If you like to sing with a song, so this song on this episode very good to sing after.
It's easy to
Sing
catch
with.
up on. Yeah,
Yeah, sing with. And other way, if you like color, every episode is color, much color. But just in this episode is very nice color, not so dark color, very light color. You standing here and eat chocolate?
I don't know.
You're so random.
Yeah.
If you like a nice soft color, this very nice episode. If you like Applejack, do you like Pinkie Pie, Apple Bloom, or Big Macintosh, and Granny Smith, of course, it's a wonderful episode for you to see. Where you have all your favorite in the same episode. If you like the most negative with this episode is the never foreseen Rainbow or Fluttershy or Twilight or never them, even not when they gave away, when they go on the trip, you never see them.
No.
I have, in this episode, if there were a real, I would say, real, what you call weekend or what you call travel, I will see all the friends say goodbye to them and good luck to them. Because more to get more feeling in it. Beside that, it was a very good episode, I must say. You have, it was good. Not good, it was not bad, it was very good. I mean, because the song, I like the song, I sing, I think I sing in every day because my friend here like to sing that.
Yeah.
And I sing with him. We have even or kazoo play with.
Exactly.
I have my bass cannon and play it on.
Oh, it's nothing special. It's just my bass cannon.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Yes, exactly. Just a minute.
Wait a minute.
But another way.
Oh, it's nothing special, really. It's just a bass cannon!
Exactly.
Yeah. That's gotta clarify this here. That was a soundboard clip from which was recorded by
the real
famous
voice actors.
Yeah, but this sound clip from Vinyl Scratch is, as probably you all know, voiced by Jesse Nowak, otherwise known as Nowacking.
Yeah.
Which we have a little soundboard here on the Android.
Yeah, but we not need to play all of them.
No, I'm just gonna play this.
So other way, it's very nice episode. And of course I'm playing on my bass cannon.
Bass!
Yeah.
Yeah. And my friend here like to play it on guitar.
Yeah.
And he even did a song with the lyrics, but he have changed it, but with the same melody.
To Swedish and redone all the text,
Yeah,
all the lyrics in a Swedish translation.
exactly.
But with a whole nother meaning to it.
Yeah.
Kind of. It still, however, has the base core of traveling in the song. So, yeah.
We can say it like this. They have the travel. We're driving in a little small car.
Instead of a wagon.
Instead for wagon. To our friend to us. Not cousin and friend.
We are 2 people instead of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the song.
Yeah, exactly. Another way. Now we will come to the story
Storytelling.
of Twilight's love.
Before we go to there, I gonna say my thoughts about the episode.
Yeah, I forgot that. Sorry. What do you think about the episode?
The best thing about the episode, according to me, is of course the song,
Yeah.
which I like about every episode to see what kind of song they have in.
Yeah.
And I really, 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 really catched on to that song, and it's in my heart, so to speak.
Yeah, this is your favorite song, what
Yep.
I can remember.
Yep, it is. And otherwise than the song, the best thing in the episode must be in the end when they are at the Goldie Delicious place, and Applejack says to Pinkie Pie that even if they can't find proof, she's still an apple to the core because of all they done together on the trip there.
I think this is a very nice thing to say to Pinkie Pie.
Yeah.
Because Pinkie Pie, when I see the episode, I can see that she be very sad that she don't know if she belong to the apple or not. And Apple come and say that to her, and she be so happy when she heard this word. It's very nice when I think after.
Yeah. And if I am to say the worst or least good thing about the episode, I can't say there is a bad thing about it, but the least good thing, I can't think of anything on a drop of a hat, but I guess I gotta say when what should I say? When they're all arguing something. I don't remember exactly where in the episode now, because I don't have such good memory. But there were a lot of arguing. And I've never seen that kind of arguing between the Apple family in any other episode, so I thought that was a little strange, but it wasn't a bad thing, but it was the least good thing about the episode.
Yeah. If you think about it, every family have argue.
Exactly.
No family is without argue, if you think about it.
It doesn't have to be a big argument. It can be a small argument, but an argument nonetheless.
Yeah, argue. Other way, argue is not good, if I say so.
But a little argument is if you can reconcile afterwards. Because that often strengthens the bond between the family members.
That's true.
But should we move on to the fanfiction reading?
Yeah, and it's Twilight's love.
And we will try, we certainly have the time for it, but we will try to read all 3 remaining chapters.
All 3?
There's 3 remaining chapters that is until this story is complete.
If you think you can do it, so do it.
I can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it, but
I can drive you to your job, work later, you know.
As I listened to the weekend podcast we had, I gotta say that the fanfiction reading was even I laughed really much at that, but
We can say like this: we have very hard to stand on our own feet when we heard it.
and I also gotta say, I'm gonna be honest with you all out there, I couldn't hear myself what I said when I had that voice
So,
in the story reading.
so not today, but later, we will take the story again.
Not today. Yeah.
Not today, no. Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah.
Not today, but later, we will take the chapter again, but in real voice.
But now we will do it.
Yeah, now you take it today?
Yeah. During Wednesdays here, I'm gonna do normal voice.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean
guess-
the episode we read on the Saturday. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember. I'm sorry. My
So
bad.
please, can you
I'm-
be quiet just now?
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
We will reread chapter 9
Yeah.
with professionalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to speak.
We can say that. In
Somewhat
other way, so
professionalism.
if you have listened to it and you don't understand what we said on it on chapter 9, we will read it again and professionality.
Professionalism.
Exactly. So don't be sad if you don't understand it, because we will read it again so everybody can understand.
And then?
And then
No.
you're
Well-
gonna be quiet and read the next chapter.
Yes, let's see here. Wait.
Yeah, I haven't done nothing.
No, we gotta move on to the fanfiction reading.
Yeah.
Twilight's Love, Chapter 10. An Unexpected Visitor. Slowly but surely, word of Twilight and Flash's engagement spread across Equestria. Every newspaper in the land has presented the news for all to see. Over the following weeks, Twilight had received hundreds of congratulatory letters. She was pleasantly surprised, having had no idea how much the ponies of Equestria liked her. Even Princess Celestia had taken time out of her busy schedule to extend her well wishes. "Congratulations, my dear Twilight," she said as she hugged her. "You can expect myself and Luna at the wedding." "But you don't even know when the wedding is," Twilight pointed out. "And you're so busy." "Not so busy I'd miss the wedding of my best student," Celestia smiled. "We'll be there, trust me." "Thank you," Twilight beamed, nuzzling her teacher. "It really means a lot to me that you and Luna will be there." "You are very welcome, my darling student." Celestia chuckled. A few days later, Twilight was at Flash's cottage, enjoying a quiet afternoon with her fiancé. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. "Who could that be?" Flash asked, trotting over to answer it. The door opened to reveal a Pegasus with a light green coat, a dark green mane, grey eyes, and a cutie mark consisting of a bit with wings. "Hey, cuz," the Pegasus beamed. "Quick?" Flash gasped. "What are you doing here?" "Just thought I'd check in on my favorite cousin," Quick declared. He spotted Twilight on the couch. "And is this who I think it is?" "The better question is, who are you?" Twilight asked. "Twilight, this is my cousin, Quick Buck." Flash made the necessary introduction. "Quick, this is my fiancée, Princess Twilight Sparkle." "Of course, I know who she is," Quick snorted. "Quick Buck, entrepreneur extraordinaire, at your service. You want it? I got it." Trotting over to Twilight, Quick took her hoof and kissed it sloppily. "Charmed, I'm sure," Twilight replied, wrenching her soaked hoof free. "So, Flashy boy, you're really doing it?" Quick asked. "You're marrying a princess. Bravo." "Well, she's not just a princess, you know," Flash said awkwardly. "I know," Quick nodded. "She's also Princess Celestia's personal protege. You sure can pick 'em, huh?" "You could say that," Flash smiled. "Mind if I crash here for a while, cuz?" Quick asked. Hope you're not planning on staying until the wedding, Flash declared. We haven't set a date yet. Perish the thought. Quick shook his head. I'm just gonna stay with you a couple of days, recharge the old batteries, then I'll move on back home and come back for the wedding. Well, I guess I can live with that, Flash admitted. But I don't have a spare bed, so you'll have to sleep on the couch. No problemo. Quick weighed off the statement. Say, can you fetch me something to wet my whistle? I'm parched. Sure, Flash nodded. I have to get going. Twilight rose off the couch. I promised Rarity I'd discuss wedding dress designs with her. Okay, Flash smiled. See you later, darling. Until then, my handsome stallion. Twilight kissed him on the cheek. After Twilight left the cottage, Quick cleared his throat. Still waiting on that drink, cuz, he said, impatiently. The next couple of days were simply put a nightmare for Flash. Quick was the worst house guest in the history of house guests. He did nothing but lay around all day, making demands. Flash was at his wit's end. If Quick wasn't family, he'd have thrown him out on the first day. On the afternoon of the second day, Flash was preparing to depart the cottage. Where you going, cuz? Quick asked. Over to Twilight's, Flash replied. Mind if I tag along? Quick asked. Mind if I ask why? Flash asked back. She's going to be my cousin-law soon, Quick smiled. I really should get to know her. Fine, Flash growled. Whatever gets you off my couch. The two made their way to the library. Flash knocked on a door which was opened by Spike. Hey, Flash! Spike smiled, before turning his gaze to Quick. Who's this? My cousin Quick, Flash told him. He's staying around my place for a little while. Is Twilight in? She's in the bath right now, Spike declared, but she should be done soon enough. Come in. Flash and Quick entered the library. Nice digs, Quick smirked. Not exactly a castle, but I like what she's done with the place. I'll get you guys some tea while you're waiting, Spike declared. As Spike went into the kitchen, Quick turned to Flash. Gotta admit, cuz, this is a pretty good scam you've got here, he smiled. Scam? Flash repeated. What do you mean? I mean this, Quick declared. Hooking up with a princess? I didn't think it'd last, but then I heard about your engagement. Way to bag the game, cuz. I still don't, Flash shrugged. Soon you'll be a prince with all the royal regalia and status that goes with it. Quick grinned sleazily. Tell you what, you'll let me be your official publicist? I'll have your faces put on magazines, t-shirts, mugs. We'll soon be rolling in bits. I don't care about any of that, Flash declared. Sure you don't, Quick winked. I love Twilight, Flash clarified, and I'm not marrying her just for the status upgrade or for money. I ought to give you a hoof to the face for even suggesting otherwise. You're not kidding, are you? Quick asked. No, I'm not, Flash declared. Always the non-profit pony, huh? Quick smirked. The wrong guy's gonna be a prince. If it were me, I'd milk that position for all it's worth. Same old Quick, Flash shook his head. It's only ever been about money and fame to you. You know, it's a pity, really, Quick sighed. What do you mean, pity? Flash asked. I mean it's a pity that the princess fell for you of all ponies. Quick sneered. She must be either desperate or nuts. What? Flash snarled. That's my fiancée you're talking about, cuz. Not to mention a princess. Some princess, Quick smirked. I've seen the pictures. She barely even knows what she's doing. Small wonder she wound up with you, Mr. Royal Guards pony who does nothing but stand around all day. How dare you? Flash roared. I'll still be attending the wedding, though, Quick taunted him. It ought to be a laugh riot. Two loser ponies pretending to be something they're not, together. Ahem, came a sound from the top of the stairs. It was Twilight, fresh from her bath. She swiftly teleported down, right next to Quick. Oh, hey, princess, Quick trembled. Now this isn't what it looks like. Get out, Twilight said quietly. Quick mumbled. Out! Twilight roared, her horn flaring. The next thing Quick knew, he was being hurled out of the library. He awkwardly scrambled to his hoofs. "So does this mean I'm not invited to the wedding?" He chuckled nervously. A beam of magic scorched the ground near him. "All right, fine," Quick yelled. "I'm going, jeez." Quick beat a hasty retreat. As Twilight made heavy, hate-filled breaths, Flash gaped at her. "Sorry about that," Twilight apologized. "Went a little over the top there." "No need to apologize," Flash smiled. "I'd have done that to him myself." "Please tell me there's no pony else like that in your family," Twilight implored. "Thankfully, no," Flash grinned. "Quick's the black sheep of the family. I honestly don't know where Uncle Dinero and Aunt Mazuma went wrong with him. They're such nice ponies." "Nice to know you come from such good stock," Twilight chuckled. Spike walked in from the kitchen, carrying a tray with 2 cups of tea. "Okay, here's your tea. Wait, where'd Quick go?" he asked. "Long story, Spike," Twilight smirked. "Tea, Flash?" "Don't mind if I do," Flash nodded. They all sat on Twilight's couch and drank their tea. Twilight and Flash were both hoping the same things. That Quick's visit would be the biggest trial of their engagement. As they leaned against each other, that hope increased, and if anything worse happened, their love would ensure they could weather it. To be continued. So, that was chapter 10.
Yeah.
Of the Twilight's Love Story by BlueCatcinema.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna take a little break.
Yeah. We're gonna take a little break now, and after that we will come with chapter 11.
Exactly.
And if we have time, we will even take the... what do you call episode? No, the chapter 12.
12.
Exactly, 12.
Yes.
I forgot the word earlier. But today, if you don't heard us earlier, we said that today we're gonna read 3 story chapters.
Yes.
So now we have read chapter 11, and we will...
Chapter 10.
10, I mean, sorry. 10, I mean. And we will read chapter 11 and 12.
Exactly.
But after the break. So have a good time and listen on this song. So I'm coming here now.
See you in a bit. And we're back.
Yeah. We are back.
We're back. We're back. Again. And I don't know if something's... No, it's better now.
Yeah.
Was a little low.
Yeah.
The microphone.
But now we will read chapter 11.
Yes, we will. And
det också det is well of Twilight's love.
Twilight's love. Wait a minute, I'm just gonna do a little thing here on the phone.
Yeah, and I fixed my thing here. Was a little bit too much.
You refilled your electrical cigarette. Something like that.
Tastes like cola. Coca-Cola. Nice.
So, okay. Let's do this. Chapter 11. Twilight's Love. Chapter 11. The Wedding. Twilight and Flash's engagement ending up lasting well over 6 months. This was mostly due to Twilight's compulsive need for organization. She had made sure every aspect of the wedding was planned out to the smallest detail. Both she and Flash agreed that it was going to be held in the Crystal Empire, where they had first met. Then came the matter of security, knowing what had happened at the last royal wedding. Twilight had insisted that the occasion be well guarded, putting in a request to Shining and Cadence to have as many guards ponies keeping watch as possible, just in case the changelings or some other unsavory characters should try something. Is all this really necessary? Flash asked, as he and Twilight looked over things. Necessary? Twilight repeated. Didn't you see what the changelings did to Canterlot? Not really, Flash shrugged. I was visiting relatives in Manhattan at the time. Oh, Twilight said dully. Well, it was bad, really bad, and I'm sure no pony wants the same thing to happen to Crystal Empire. The security measures didn't stop at the venue, though. Twilight had placed a powerful locator spell on Flash, so she would know where he was at all times. And as extra precaution, the two had devised special code phrases to be requested if one was not entirely sure of the other. Twilight was, I hate boring old books, while Flash's was, my favorite food is Ruby pizza. Flash thought these measures... Sorry about that. Flash thought these measures were a little much, but he knew how important it was to Twilight that everything went smoothly, so he went along with him. Sorry about that. As the final preparations were being made, Flash, Twilight, and Twilight's friends traveled to the Crystal Empire, making themselves ready for the big day. The day before the wedding, Twilight was performing a last-minute check of the venue. Everything seemed okay. No changelings, no dragons, not so much as a diamond dog. That night, Twilight, her friends, Cadence, and her mother were gathered together in the celebration. Here's to you, darling. Rarity raised a glass of cider. Congratulations. My little girl's getting married, Velvet sobbed. I'm so proud of you, dear. Mom, Twilight smiled. How are you feeling, Twilight? Cadence asked. A little nervous, Twilight replied, and a lot excited. Nervous-sighted, Pinkie sang. As usual. Gotta hand it to you, Twi. Applejack grinned. I never would have guessed you'd be the first one of this group to tie the knot. Can't even talk right now. Sorry about that. Neither did I, Twilight chuckled. But that's life for you. There's always a surprise waiting just around the corner. Tomorrow's gonna be awesome, Rainbow cheered. It'll be the best wedding ever. No offense, Cadence. None taken, Cadence smiled. This is all so wonderful, Twilight, Flashlight squeaked. I couldn't be happier if it was me getting married. That goes double for me, Pinkie yelped, as she hopped up and down. Thanks, guys, Twilight beamed. A short distance away, Flash was holding a similar celebration with Shining Armor, Nightlight, and Spike in his hotel room. I got to give you credit, Flash, Shining admitted. When I first heard about you and Twilight, I didn't think it would last. And yet, here you are, about to marry her. Way to commit, pal. Thanks, bro, Flash smirked. I told you once, and now I'm telling you again, Shining grimaced. Don't push it. Oh, lighten up, Shining, Nightlight admonished him. I, for one, am overjoyed about you joining our family, son. So am I, Flash sighed. Twilight's, well, she's the one for me. I can't imagine being with anybody else. Looks like I'm gonna be an assistant for two from now on, Spike smiled. Yes, you are, little buddy, Flash gave Spike a noogie. I think we'd better call it a night, fellas, Nightlight suggested. We want to get up bright and early for tomorrow. You said it, Dad-in-law, Flash nodded. Night, guys. Night, the others chorused, filing out of the room. Flash cleared up everything, then got ready for bed. As per tradition, he was not permitted to see his bride until the wedding, lest the union be cursed with bad luck. It was pure superstition, but he preferred not to risk it. He climbed into bed, visions of his love on his mind until he slept, and even after. The next morning, Twilight was practically pushed out of bed by Rarity, whom she was sharing the room with. Wakey, wakey, bride-to-be, the fashionista yelled. We need to get you ready. I don't remember ordering a wake-up call, Twilight grumbled. There'll be time for sarcasm later, Rarity said, unfazed. Now let's get you all dressed up for your big day. Rarity went to work on Twilight, starting by styling the young Princess mane into elegant curls, then helping her into her wedding dress, which she herself had designed, of course. The dress was one of Rarity's greatest creations, the pure white complemented by patterns of gold and lavender. Twilight's veil was the finest silk, topped with a ring of daffodils and violets. Voila! Rarity proclaimed, opening the dress mirror so Twilight could see herself. What do you think? I look incredible, Twilight gasped, tears of joy running down her face. Thank you, Rarity. Don't go giving me all the credit, Rarity said humbly. I just made the dress. You did the looking incredible part yourself. Now let's get going. Your carriage awaits. Outside the hotel, a carriage, pulled by a pair of crystal pony guards, was indeed waiting. Her friends, each wearing their own individually styled bridesmaid dresses, waiting beside it. You ready, Sugar Cube? Applejack smiled. Definitely, Twilight nodded. Then what are we waiting for? Pinkie said excitedly. Let's go! They all climbed into the carriage, which set off for its destination, the Crystal Palace. Inside, the throne room was packed with guests. Twilight family, many old friends from past adventures, and of course, Celestia and Luna. Cadence was standing center stage at the altar, having happily agreed to conduct the ceremony. The groom was nervously awaiting his bride's arrival. A trio of his former fellow guards ponies standing close by, and Shining Armor next to him. Outside, the carriage parked, and Twilight and her friends disembarked. Sorry about that. Any problems? Twilight asked the lead guard's pony. Just a few would-be gate crashers, the guard announced, and a couple of nosy paparazzi. But other than that, it's been quiet. Good, Twilight smiled. Let's go, girls. The bride and her bridesmaids entered the throne room. Spotting them, the crystal pony on the pipe organ started playing the wedding march. Looking towards the archway, Flash gaped at the vision of beauty that had just arrived. Wow, he sighed. Nightlight stood by his daughter's side as she walked down the aisle. A bouquet of flowers held in her tucked wing. He stood aside as she reached the altar. Twilight climbed the steps, standing practically nose to nose with Flash. Fillies and gentle colts, Cadence announced. We are gathered here today to join this stallion and this mare in holy matrimony. And can I just say, as the Princess of Love, that I have never seen a union as strong and committed as this one before me. Twilight and Flash beamed at each other. The bride and groom have prepared speeches, Cadence declared. In your own time. Twilight, you are the most beautiful, most brilliant, most wonderful mare I've ever met, Flash announced. Every moment with you has been a joy, and for us to be together for the rest of our lives, I can imagine no greater happiness. Flash, before I met you, I'd never known what love truly was, Twilight declared. But you have taught me so much about it. The ups, the downs, the sheer contentment that comes from sharing your life with another. I will be honored and privileged to become your wife. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. That's so beautiful, Fluttershy sniffed. Aw, gee. Rambo wiped away some tears. Quit it, Ice. I got a rep to maintain. Do you, Flash Sentry, take Twilight Sparkle to be your lawful wedded wife in sickness and in health till death do you part? Cadence recited. I do, Flash nodded. And do you, Twilight Sparkle, take Flash Sentry to be your lawful wedded husband in sickness and in health till death do you part? Cadence asked Twilight. I do, Twilight blushed. Then by the power vested in me, I hereby pronounce you stallion and wife, Cadence declared. The rings, please. Spike brought forth the rings, resting on a velvet pillow. Twilight levitated her ring on her horn, while Flash placed his larger ring around his hoof. You may kiss the bride, Cadence smiled. With pleasure, Flash grinned. You got that right, Twilight chuckled. The couple embraced in a long, sweet kiss. The crowd cheered loudly. Twilight and Flash led the assembled ponies out of the throne and into the castle gardens, where the reception began. Rainbow kicked things off by flying up and performing a signature move, the Sonic Rainbow. "Oh yeah!" she boomed. As was the custom, Twilight and Flash made the first cut of the wedding cake. They fed each other the first 2 slices, getting a fair amount of frosting on their faces to every pony's amusement. After the cake came the dancing. As the music played and the lights flared, Flash spun and dipped his new bride before pulling her in close. Not bad, huh? He smiled. Almost as good as me, Twilight joked. Check out the newlyweds, Pinkie called. So romantic. Just like a fairy tale, Rarity sighed. You go, Twilight, Applejack cheered. After a few more minutes of dancing, Twilight and Flash sat down. It was then that they were approached by Celestia and Luna. Congratulations, Twilight, Celestia smiled. I hope the two of you will be very happy together. Thank you so much, Twilight smiled back. Thank you, Your Highness, Flash bowed. There's no need for that now, Luna chuckled, for you are now royalty too, Prince Flash Sentry. My Prince Charming, Twilight nuzzled him. You know it, Flash nuzzled back. Sorry about that. Good luck to you both, Celestia said warmly. Come, Luna. I'd like to get some cake before it's all gone. You and your sweet tooth, dear sister. Luna shook her head teasingly. All too soon, the celebrations wound down. Twilight and Flash headed for the carriage that would take them to the Blimp port, and from there, their honeymoon destination at the Hawaiian Islands. Spreading her wing, Twilight hurled her bouquet into the air. It's mine! Rarity screeched, leaping to an unnaturally great height and catching the flowers, noticing every pony was staring at her. She chuckled awkwardly. Sorry, reflex. Enjoy your honeymoon, Twilight, Shining told his little sister. And Flash, take care of her. From one prince to another, you can count on me, Flash nodded. Congratulations, Twilight, Cadence beamed. I always hoped you would one day feel the joy I feel. And now I will, Twilight grinned. Every day for the rest of my life. Congrats, Twi, Rainbow told her. See you soon, Sugar Cube, Applejack added. I'm so happy for both of you. I could just burst, Pinkie squealed. Me too, Fluttershy said softly. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, darling, Rarity winked. Thanks, guys, Twilight beamed. I'm missing you already. Have a great honeymoon, Spike told her. You bet, Twilight smiled. Hold down the fort while I'm gone, okay? Okay, Spike sniffed. Are you crying, little buddy? Flash asked. No, Spike rubbed his eyes. Just a little crystal dust, that's all. Twilight hugged the baby dragon. What's this for? Spike smiled. For having crystal dust in your eyes. Twilight squeezed him tightly. On that heartfelt note, Twilight and Flash climbed into the carriage. They waved to their friends and families, who enthusiastically waved back. The guards' ponies in front started pulling the carriage away. The crowd cheered and waved after it, until it vanished over the horizon. Inside, Flash and Twilight were snuggled up together, exhausted from their big day. This has been the best day of my life, Flash declared. Mine too, Twilight kissed him. And now comes the honeymoon, Flash smiled. Just you and me, husband and wife, in sunny Hawaii. Can't wait, Twilight nuzzled him. Love you. Love you too, Flash put a hoof around her. They cuddled each other happily. Their big day had gone by without a hitch, and now they had the rest of their lives to look forward to, together. To be continued. And that was chapter 11.
Yeah.
So, I gotta just check a little here what you guys have written about me.
Yeah. We have
sent some pictures and written some stuff on the chat here. But that's gonna fill up with a little water.
Yeah, do that.
It's thirsty.
And after that he's filled up with the water, he can give me some water too.
Yes.
After that, we will read chapter 12.
Oh, sorry. It's spilling on the table.
Yeah, that's fine. There's far that you don't spill it over the electronic.
Exactly. So I do it like this.
Yeah, good.
Drop it down.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Another way, we will start with chapter 12.
Soon. I just gotta rest
Very
a little
soon,
first.
yeah. Drink up your coffee.
I need a little rest first.
Yeah. And after that, we will read chapter 12. And I hope that so far that you have liked. I like it.
Yes.
And I even heard from the chat we have. Some people have very hard to find the episode we're sending out just now. But I think I hope that I have read wrong.
You haven't, but I have the reason for that, because I sent out the link before we went live.
Yeah.
So I forgot to type in which episode they were gonna look for. So that's why he was on the wrong episode.
So they have found right now?
Yes.
Good.
This episode, which we are transmitting now, is it's always like that the newest episode is on the top of the list.
Yeah.
So when
Take the top of the list when you go into speaker
on the link, yes.
On search on Free Friends podcast. Take the top of the links.
The list with our
List.
episodes.
What?
The list of our episodes.
Yeah.
It's always the one on top.
Yeah, take
It's
this
the newest one.
and listen.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah.
But as of this episode, this is episode 53.
Exactly.
So it's the newest episode for now.
So take and listen on it.
And now, I'm just gonna check another thing here. Okay, so never mind. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Yeah, here come Twilight Love again. And chapter 12.
Twilight's Love, Chapter 12. one last surprise. After a nice quiet stay at the Hawaiian Islands, where they relaxed at the beach during the day and cuddled in their hotel room at night, Twilight and Flash returned to Ponyville as husband and wife. Flash had all his belongings moved out of his cottage and into the library. The couple lived a happy life. Just them and Spike, living together. 10 months after their wedding, Twilight started getting stomach pains and nausea. She booked an appointment with her physician, Dr. Stable, to get to the root of the problem. What Dr. Stable discovered gave Twilight the shock of her life. The young princess wandered home in a daze. As she opened the door, she found Flash stood nearby, eager to learn the severity of her condition. "So, what did the doctor say?" he asked. "Is it anything serious?" "You could say that," Twilight nodded, her face impassive. "What's going on, Twilight?" Flash asked, worriedly. "You might want to sit down for this, Flash," Twilight suggested. Flash sat down on the couch. "What is it?" he asked. "Well, I'm not sick," Twilight declared, "but I am pregnant." Flash's jaw dropped. You're, he stuttered. Yes, Twilight nodded. "I'm going to have a foal." That's great," Flash smiled, grabbing Twilight by the midsection and spinning her around. "We're gonna be parents, isn't it wonderful?" "Yeah, it is," Twilight agreed. "But still, having a foal is a life-changing event, you know." "I'd have thought you'd be used to life-changing events by now," Flash snarked. "Very funny," Twilight smirked. "I just hope I'm ready to be a mother." "Hey, you'll be a great mother," Flash assured. "You're caring and considerate and fair. All the makings of a great mom." Spike came in from the kitchen. "What's all the hubbub?" he asked. "I'm having a foal, Spike," Twilight smiled. "Whoa, really?" Spike gasped. "Really," Twilight nodded. "You're going to be an uncle, little buddy," Flash declared. "Uncle Spike," Spike mused. "I like the sound of that." "Being parents is a big responsibility," Twilight noted. "You think we'll be up for it?" "You're a princess, and I'm a royal guard," Flash reminded her. "I'm sure the two of us can muddle our way through it." "Hey, what am I, shopped quartz?" Spike jumped in. "#1 assistant, remember?" "Sorry, Spike," Flash smiled. "You got nothing to worry about, Twilight. We can do this." "I guess you're right," Twilight agreed, though privately she still had her misgivings. The next day, Twilight invited all her friends over and broke the news. "Oh, how wonderful!" Rarity gushed. "Congratulations, Twilight!" Applejack beamed. "I can't wait to see your foal," Fluttershy cooed. "Me neither," Pinkie yelped. "A new playmate for Pinkie! Woo!" "Way to go, Twilight!" Rainbow grinned. "Or should we call you Mom from now on?" "Very funny, Rainbow," Twilight shook her head. "I just wish I felt more ready for this. Can I really be a good mother?" "You kidding me?" Applejack asked. "You'll be a great ma, Twilight. Any young'un be lucky to have you." "Applejack's right," Rarity agreed. "You're intelligent and considerate, and you know how to watch out for others. You'll be a wonderful mother. I just know it." "That's what Flash said," Twilight recalled. "Great minds think alike," Rarity smirked. "Besides, you'll have all of us to help," Fluttershy added. "Really?" Twilight smiled. "No doubt," Rainbow nodded. "Except maybe for the diaper changes." "Just try and keep me away from that sure-to-be adorable bundle of cuteness," Pinkie squealed. "Thanks, girls," Twilight chuckled, feeling better already. And so it began. The first couple of months were mostly uneventful. Not long after the news, Twilight's friends threw her a baby shower. Rarity had provided many of the clothes, making them herself in gender-neutral colors, and Applejack gave Twilight lots of apple juice. Shortly afterward came Twilight's first ultrasound appointment. That night, Twilight and Flash gazed at the image of their foal given to them by Dr. Stable. "Beautiful, isn't he?" Flash cooed. "Or she," Twilight pointed. "Right," Flash relented. "Either way, that is one gorgeous foal." Twilight snuggled against her husband. "Not to brag, but were you expecting anything less?" She smiled. "No way." Flash wrapped his hoofs around her. As the weeks and months passed, Twilight's stomach swelled due to the foal growing inside her. Flash and Spike responded by doing practically everything for her and insisting she stay off her feet. The attention was flattering at first, but it soon grew tiresome. Eventually, Twilight had had enough. "Here, let me get a nice soft cushion," Flash offered one day. "And I'll get your tea," Spike added. "Guys, enough!" Twilight groaned. "I may be pregnant, but I'm not helpless." To emphasize her point, Twilight used her magic to bring both the cushion and her tea over to her, leaving her would-be carriers with very sheepish looks on their faces. "Sorry, hon." Flash rubbed the back of his neck. "We're just trying to help," Spike said half-heartedly. "I know, and it was sweet of you to try," Twilight smiled. "But I don't need you to do everything for me. A little extra girth won't slow me down." "That's my Twilight," Flash beamed. "She never gives up." "No matter how much you want her to," Spike joked. "Funny, Spike," Twilight chuckled. As the pregnancy wore on, Twilight started suffering from mood swings. As her friends had witnessed in the past, stressful times made Twilight highly emotional. The hormonal imbalances brought upon her by her condition took this to a whole new level. One afternoon, as Flash returned to the library, he beheld Twilight in all her heavily pregnant glory. "Hey there, mom-to-be," Flash smiled. "You're coming along nicely. Look at that stomach." "Are you calling me fat?" Twilight asked angrily. "No, I Flash spluttered. "Well, you're right," Twilight howled. "I'm a big purple blimp." "No, you're not," Flash smiled. "In fact, you've never looked more beautiful." Twilight was so touched by Flash's show of love, she burst into tears. "Oh, Flash!" She hugged him. "I'm so lucky to have a husband like you." Flash awkwardly accepted Twilight's hug. Spike, who had been watching the altercation from top of the stairs, gaped at the result in confusion. "Hormones," Flash whispered to the baby dragon. "Shut up!" Twilight's temper flared again as she hit him in the shoulder. "It's not my fault I'm pregnant. It's your fault, if anything." "My fault?" Flash asked. "You did this to me!" Twilight roared. "You made me like this! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you!" Twilight brought her hooves down on Flash's chest several times before collapsing into sobs once more. Flash comforted her, gently stroking her mane. "I'm sorry, Flash," Twilight sniffed. "I don't hate you. I'm just a little messed up right now." "I know," Flash nodded. "Dr. Stable warned me about these mood swings. We just gotta ride each one out. Once the foal comes, you'll be back to your old self again." "You're right," Twilight smiled weakly, "and I apologize in advance for what I might do during any future mood swings." "There's no need for that," Flash smiled. "I know you won't mean any of it." "But I will mean stuff like this," Twilight purred, pulling him in for a kiss. "Good to know," Flash chuckled as they parted. "That's it," Spike threw up his claws in defeat. "I give up. If anybody needs me, I'll be in my basket." Twilight and Flash chuckled lightly at Spike's exasperation. As the 10th month rolled around, Twilight was bigger than ever, but she insisted on staying active. One morning, she and Flash were walking through Ponyville. "Do my fetlocks look fat to you?" Twilight asked. "Not at all," Flash said off-hoofedly. Twilight gave him a look that screamed, "Tell me the truth." "Okay, they're a little fat," Flash admitted. "Oh," Twilight grimaced. "Hey, you wanted me to tell you the truth," Flash said, affronted. "It's not that," Twilight declared. Twilight clutched her stomach. The foal's coming? Flash gasped. Now? It's a little early, isn't it? Try telling him or her that, Twilight deadpanned before doubling over in pain. Ah! Okay, don't panic, Flash said panically. We've already prepared for this, so let's put our plan into action. Right, Twilight nodded. Twilight's horn glowed. She was utilizing a spell she had prepared for a situation such as this. Back at the library, an enchanted alarm clock started ringing, letting Spike know that the foal was coming, and that he should go and alert their friends. Back on the street, Flash lifted Twilight on his forelegs, struggling slightly under her weight. Flash spread his wings and took off in the direction of the hospital. They barreled through the doors and to the front desk. Get Dr. Stable, now! Flash yelled. My wife is about to give birth. I'll let him know that right away, Nurse Redheart nodded, before dashing off down the corridor. Flash eased Twilight onto a chair. Easy now, Flash patted her side. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't patronize me, Twilight said through gritted teeth. I know perfectly well what may or may not happen, so don't think a half-hearted reassurance is going to help. Okay, Flash gulped. Before long, Dr. Stable, flanked by Nurse Redheart with a wheelchair, arrived. The foal's coming a little early, is it? He noted. This way, please. Flash helped Twilight into the chair, and they took her to the birthing room. As Twilight lay on the bed in total agony, Flash held her hoof. It hurts, Twilight cringed. So much! Easy now, Flash smiled. Just remember your breathing. You're tireless with my breathing, Twilight roared, spontaneously using the Royal Canterlot voice. At the same time, she squeezed his hoof tightly. Look at what you've done to me. I swear I will hate you forever. Okay, Twilight, Dr. Stable nervously interjected. How about we get you something for the pain? Can I have some too? Flash winced, feeling like his hoof was about to be snapped in half. After an hour or so of intense agony, Twilight's pain finally ceased as the cries of a newborn foal filled the room. Congratulations, Dr. Stable smiled. It's a colt. Flash and Twilight sighed in relief. The colt was wrapped in swaddling cloth and placed in Twilight's hooves. He was an alicorn, just like his mother. He had Twilight's coat and most of her mane. Except the streak of pink his mother had was replaced by royal blue. He also had his father's eyes. He's beautiful, Twilight sighed. He sure is, Flash smiled. Way to go, Twilight, you did great. Did I? Twilight asked. I was hurting so badly I barely even knew what was going on. It was just one big haze. I didn't hurt you, did I? Nah, Flash chuckled, hiding his bruised hoof. Not long after, Twilight's friends came in. Twilight, it's... Pinkie yelped before Applejack plugged her mouth... Sorry about that. Pinkie yelped before Applejack plugged her mouth with her hoof. Shh, she hissed. The little critter's asleep. Oh, he's so precious, Fluttershy whispered. Adorable, Rarity cooed. Yeah, cute kid, Rarity nodded. No, sorry, Rainbow nodded. Sorry about that. Pinkie muttered something in response, her mouth still plugged by Applejack's hoof, who sent a warm smile the colt's way. Hey, little guy, Spike whispered. I'm your Uncle Spike. Nice to meet you. The colt shifted slightly in Twilight's hoofs. At that moment, Celestia, Luna, Cadence, and Shining entered the room. Congratulations, Twilight, Celestia smiled. How did you get here so quickly? Twilight asked. I sent her a letter, Spike smiled. What a darling little colt, Luna beamed. Truly a worthy addition to the royal family. He's so cute, Cadence squeaked. I could just eat him up. Well done, Twilight, Shining grinned. You too, Flash. Thanks, BBBFF, Twilight chuckled. I'm afraid there are too many visitors to this room, Dr. Stable declared. Some of you will have to leave. No problem, Applejack smiled. Come on, girls. Let's get the family have some time together. The 5 ponies left the royal leaving Spike and the royals to gaze upon the new prince. "So what are you going to call him?" Shining asked. "We've talked about it for a while now," Flash admitted. "Threw a few names out. There's one name we both agreed on giving our foal if it was a cult." "Which is?" Cadence asked. "Dusk," Twilight smiled. "Dusk Glow." "A fine name," Celestia nodded. "Welcome to Equestria, Prince Dusk Glow." After 2 days under observation, Twilight and Dusk were finally cleared by Dr. Stable to return home. All of Twilight's friends were waiting to greet her and introduce themselves to Dusk. Pinkie, of course, made the biggest impression, her zany antics eliciting giggles from the young prince. That night, Twilight and Flash put Dusk in his brand new cot. "Good night, my little prince," Twilight kissed Dusk on the forehead. As she stood up, she smiled at Flash. "And thank you, my big prince." "Me?" Flash asked. "What for?" "For this whole wonderful journey," Twilight declared, embracing him. "Your love has taken me to so many places I never knew, and now it's taking me to parenthood. None of that would have been possible without you." "Well, it wasn't all me, you know," Flash said humbly. "Love's a team effort, and you've taught me a few things too, Twilight of my life." "I guess I have," Twilight smiled. "And now we have a son to teach. For the next 18 years, school's in session." "That it is," Flash chuckled. "Love you." "Love you too," Twilight sighed. "Forever and ever." The two kissed over their son's cot, Dusk being blissfully unaware of the example of the love that spawed him happening just above his head. Afterwards, Flash and Twilight went to bed, snuggling happily under the covers. It had been quite a journey for Twilight and Flash, and it was by no means over. Raising a son would only strengthen their love for each other, and as they taught him, they too would learn ever more about each other and about love itself. The end. So, that was Twilight's love.
And this was the all three chapter we will read today.
Yes.
And next time?
That concludes the Twilight's love.
Love, exactly.
Story.
And next time we will start on the new story.
And, as usual, a new episode.
Exactly. But the new story we don't tell. And the new episode we will talk about, we don't tell either. Because there will be a surprise for you the next weekend.
Next week.
I said that.
Weekend.
Sorry.
Never mind.
It
doesn't matter. But next Wednesday.
Yeah, we are back.
As usual.
We are back with a new episode.
If I don't oversleep, but I'm gonna do my best.
You don't oversleep this time.
I'm not gonna do that. Nah, it's okay. I'm not gonna oversleep. But, hope you all enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, and we will thank for that you have listened.
Thank you for listening. And if you liked it, either on YouTube or Spreaker, please leave a like and comment on the comments below.
Yeah, exactly.
What you thought of the episode, if you think we should do anything differently or something like that. Give us a little feedback. We would appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Very much, very much.
Very much, yeah.
But now it's a time for us to leave.
Yeah.
You, and we thank you for your time.
Yeah, and I hope that you will have a good night. If it is on the night you listen.
Good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon, something like that.
Good morning, yeah.
Wherever you are.
Exactly.
Wherever you listen to this.
Wherever you are.
Have a good day. Or night.
And we hope that you will join your night or day.
Have a wonderful week, rest of the week.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Adios, amigos.
Bye, beautiful time. See you around.
See you later, alligator.
Maybe that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.